Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Nerd Talk crew back with another stream for you guys. We're on episode 119. 119, baby. Of course, we got some topics to talk about with you guys today. I'm here with my co-host, Tyler, aka Mind of a Nerd, and Kevin. What's going on, guys?
Not much. I had another day at work. I hate Wednesdays. I really hate Wednesdays. I really hate Wednesdays. But you know what? The best part is when I get to clock out and I'm finally at peace.
Kevin?
I am doing wonderful, but now that I'm back, it's been a while since I've been here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. My day was okay as well. Obviously, just like Tyler, I had a hard day at work, but work is work. But also, I got to go on another test drive. Went to go test drive a 2019 Dodge Challenger. I'm putting it into I'm manifesting that I'm going to get this vehicle. And I just went for another test drive. And it wasn't, it was, obviously, I like the car, but there were some issues with the vehicle. So obviously, I didn't get it. But, that was how my day was today. If you guys are new to the channel, please hit that like button, please subscribe for more. We just passed 180, so we're on our road to 200 subs. If you guys can help us out with that, that would really be appreciated. And are you guys ready to just move on to our first topic of the day?
Let's go, please.
All right, we're talking about Rebel Moon director's cut trailer thoughts. Well, I'm gonna let these guys go because I didn't watch the trailer. So I'm gonna let these guys go off and give their thoughts on the trailer. I seen clips and images, and it looks brutal as hell. I've been seeing all the clips of that, but I haven't seen the actual trailer. But go ahead and go on with your thoughts, guys.
Okay, so as you guys know, I'm in the vast minority of people that actually really enjoyed the Rebel Moon movies. I love the first one. I stand by that. I've seen it 4 times. I really like it a lot. The second one I was a little disappointed by. It still had really cool moments in it, but it was like insanely slow for no reason, which made no sense because the whole first part was build up and the second half of the first half of the second movie was just again build up. It's like you already built up, just get to the stuff. But when it got to the stuff, it was really good. I'm not gonna get into the whole debacle with Netflix and Zack Snyder. You guys know this. This shit is a mess beyond belief. They basically mandated that he makes essentially 2 different cuts of each movie, makes a PG-13 version and then makes the R-rated version that he wanted to make. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And I don't understand the point of it because it's not like they were marketing this to children. So I don't understand why they did that. Moving away from that, he's been hyping up these director's cuts for forever, saying, yeah, there's going to be like a lot of sex and blood and violence, and like the world building is going to be way out there. And it made me excited because one of my big negatives with both movies is that like the character depth is just not there. Like I like the characters, but I don't know anything about them. And so I was looking forward to seeing, well, at least getting an inkling from this trailer that that's what was going to happen. And so we got this trailer a couple days ago. I sat down and watched it, and if anything, this trailer kind of turned me away from it more than anything because the trailer starts and it's like it's kind of story. It's showing some cool shots, showing the slow mo because it's Zack Snyder, and I was like, okay, and then the violence starts, and it's just like, oh, that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It kind of turned me away from it because from the looks of it, like, are there different shots we haven't seen in the theatrical? Yeah. But from the looks of it, it just looks like the same movie for the most part with a lot of sex and a lot of blood. And it doesn't help that the blood is very clearly added in. It is some of the
I feel like a Watchmen situation.
It is some of the goofiest fucking CGI I've ever seen in my life. It looks like Kingsman, but instead of like the colored smoke coming out of people's head, it's like blood, and it doesn't look like real blood. It just legit looks like they shot these scenes and then they were like, "Oh, we want to make this a rated R thing, so we're gonna add all this CGI blood," and it looks really stupid and really goofy. So it just and the thing that really pissed me off is in the trailer when it says Zack Snyder's true vision. It's like, bro, why are you manufacturing a fucking dilemma that was never a thing? You
Or
made
shouldn't
this
have
a
been a
thing.
thing.
It shouldn't have been a thing. It feels like Netflix fails to realize how and why the Snyder Cut became a thing. Like, why would you want to replicate something that came about people being abused and being taken advantage of? Why would you want to replicate that? That doesn't make any sense. And the worst part is, people don't like the first two. They don't like the original cuts. At least some people, they were like, "Oh, I like some things here in Justice League, but we can tell things are missing." It's like nobody cared about it the first time, so why do you think people are going to watch now? And it doesn't help that both movies are just about over 3 hours. The first one is 3.5 hours. The second one is 2.5 hours. If people didn't like the original cuts that were just over 2 hours, what makes you think they're going to sit there and watch cuts that are just about an hour longer than the movie they already didn't like? It doesn't make any sense. I don't understand. I was watching Sean Chandler's video and he said it would have been so much better if they just put them all four out at the same time. At least it would have made sense to be like, hey, you can choose the PG-13 or the rated R. It would have been really cool if I watched the PG-13 in the theater and said, okay, now I want to see what the director's cut is. Flash forward, I think like 2 weeks after that, it's on Netflix. I can watch it. No, what you did was you made people wait so long and it's to the point where nobody cares.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be the only schmuck watching these. Maybe Bobby, but I'm gonna be the only idiot watching these. And I have the strangest feeling when I finish them, I'm gonna be like, it wasn't worth it. And that's the worst part. You should have just let him put them out at the same time. It doesn't make any sense. You're creating a situation that didn't need to be, and people see right through it. That's the worst thing, is that people see right through it. The Snyder Cut was an accident, a terrible accident, but it was an accident. Now you're recreating an accident on purpose for a gimmick. Zack Snyder's true vision. It's fucking ridiculous and it's stupid. And I feel like when I watch these movies, the cuts, it's gonna make me lower my scores for the other ones because it's gonna be like, well, you didn't develop on the things I wanted you to, so now the theatrical is worse because that stuff isn't in there, and the director's cuts suck because you didn't put that in there, and instead you put tits and blood. Good for fucking you, bro. I think this is a waste of time. I'm gonna watch it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that these cuts are actually worth 6+ hours of my life. I hope. I really do. I want to be wrong. But something I was watching these, I'm like, this something about this seems so off. I don't know, man.
We point out that the director's cut for this, and I agree based on the trailers, at least from the stuff from part one that I remember because I didn't watch part two. It seemed that, like you said, the blood was added in. There's going to be more sex. There's going to be more gore. Where did we get past the point where gore and blood and sex just means everything for an R-rated movie? They're just like, here's a PG-13 movie, which is a PG-13 version, and then now we're going to have an R-rated version that's largely the same movie, but with more sex and gore. I think that's fucking dumb. And it doesn't help that there's a reason why Snyder Cut happened versus why these things are happening. If Zack Snyder's true vision is just to add sex and blood, then that deviates from the entire point of the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut was made because the story was in legit pieces. I watched part one, and I felt like the story was largely there. Like, what director's cut that could have made these stories any better than it was? There wasn't anything that felt. The only thing that felt missing was any kind of true depth with any of the characters that the main character had recruited throughout the entire movie. Because that was just basically the entire movie, just recruiting a bunch of people. Um, so just seeing that, I'm just like, is the director's cut just adding depth to the characters? And then I watch the trailer, I'm just like, no, it's just sex and gore. Oh shit, that doesn't do anything. If anything, that just makes me question Zack Snyder's mindset making these movies, if that's his true vision. um, I don't know. If Zack Snyder's gimmick from now on as a director is just going to be PG-13 versus R-rated, the studio cut versus my actual cut.
Yeah.
Like he's first of all, he's taking away with what director's cut are normally supposed to be. He's just adding more extra deleted scenes that may not have been necessary for the theatrical cut.
Exactly.
But the director was like, hey, I like these scenes. They may not have made it, but they add more to the story that may or may not have been needed. So here's the option to see it. Now Zack Snyder's just like, oh yeah, let me make this director's cut that's just gonna add more blood and gore and sex. Like, who fucking cares? I might watch it mainly because it's gonna be there, but like I can tell I'm not gonna finish these at first sitting. I already wasn't the biggest fan of the first part. Like I love the action aside from all the slow mo stuff, but the story I was just like, it's there. I'm probably not gonna watch it. Like I didn't feel the urge to like, oh yeah, I'm excited for this world. That's disappointing. I don't know. For the whole
real quick, for clarification, Zack Snyder has made director's cuts for most of his movies. That's not a new thing. That's
I was about to say, yeah, because
issue.
like like I said, most of his movies he have done director's cuts, but I think, like you said, the difference is they're added scenes, like there's added things to the movie. It's not just I want to make this scene bloodier or make this scene more gory. It's like we're adding more story beats into the movie. That's what makes it a director's cut. Could you say the same thing about Zack Snyder's Justice League? Like that's the reason why that movie exists, because he's adding the scenes that were cut out from his movie into the movie. Like,
yeah. But yeah, I think people are just recognizing it as a gimmick because of how insanely popular that Zack Snyder cult went through from 2017 until 2021 with that whole release the Snyder Cut thing. Like that was just an actual cult thing that happened, and just for it to happen again feels out of the ordinary. Like I said, I feel like
is there a fan base asking for this though?
That's what I was just gonna say. The difference with that was that people like DC fans, they wanted to see that cut. Nobody cares about this.
But also the situation is messed up it's different from the Justice League stuff because he was removed from the project because of the situation he was going through. There's no situation happening in this situation. It's just Netflix see opportunity and they're going to use the opportunity. That's all it is.
I don't know why Netflix is even doing that opportunity. First of all, they're already a dying streaming service. Like let's keep it a buck. Let's call it what it is. They're that successful that they can continue to keep on going. But like once Stranger Things ends, like what the fuck do they have?
And Cobra Kai. Yeah, Cobra Kai's ending.
Like their most popular franchise is ending.
They're gonna do spin-offs. Spin-offs.
Fuck it, spin-off. Who cares?
That's what we're getting. Spin-offs.
Once Stranger Things ends, that's like a dying streaming service at that point. Like it's just a dying streaming. It's just a streaming service where companies are just like, we're in a dispute over the rights of these, so Netflix just take them for now. Let's take them for now. Like their saving grace was Friends, and that fucking left. So
right.
So for me, I just think that the whole debacle with Netflix, like, why are you creating a mess when you don't need to? You're getting a popular director that gained a cult following, so you need to make it right. They're not Disney to where they're just like, oh yeah, we might need a PG-13 version of this movie. No, you needed a proper movie to release. If it's a good movie, first of all, it's not a streaming service. Unless some parent has parental controls over it to prevent you from seeing R-rated stuff, people under 17 are going to see this movie anyway. So like, who cares whether or not it's PG or R-rated? You got to release the movie how it's supposed to be, even if the only additions is just gore and sex. But like, you got to make the movie how it's supposed to be. And Netflix has completely failed at that. And they could have built a franchise out of it, but who knows if it's going to continue as a franchise. I don't know if part 2 definitively concluded, but
No.
I'm not sure.
Spoiler alert, no, it did not.
Okay, well, I got that confirmation. You want to start a franchise and then do 2 different cuts of the movie in the span of a year? That just completely kills the hype for it. So I don't know. It's stupid. The entire situation is just dumb, and it's Netflix just continuing to dig its own grave. They're
And then
already like
this is the
reaching
thing
that point.
too, because I want to move on from this because I didn't intend to talk on this for way too long. This is my thing. Let's say hypothetically, the new director's cuts, part 1 and part 2. Let's say they're like bangers, like they're really really good. What happened? Because from what we've heard, these movies are totally different than the theatrical. What happens when these movies are hypothetically good? What then? Are you gonna make a sequel to the director's cut of part 2, or are you gonna make a sequel to the theatrical? Because what if these movies have different endings?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's so retarded.
Let's move on. I
But
would
yeah.
have ran some more.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and move on because we spent too long on this topic. If you guys have any thoughts on the Rebel Moon director's cuts trailer, let us know what you thought about in the comment
We
section
barely
below.
even talked about the trailer.
I barely talked about it. You guys went a kind
Bro,
of
there's nothing
long.
to talk about with that trailer. It's literally blood,
Yeah,
sex, and the release date.
more slow mos.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I didn't even watch the movie, so me watching the trailer was kind of be irrelevant for me because I'm not, I don't get it. To me, I'd feel like director's cut is just. It's just another way just to try to get more streams. That's all it is. It's just more a way to get people to get to the streaming service. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. And of course, another trailer. We got a second trailer to the new Joker movie is coming out in October. And I did watch this one. Because obviously I'm very excited for this one. And right off the bat, I like the vibe of it. I feel like these are kind of like if you look at the Joker movie from the first one, the trailers, the way those are made, I feel like this is kind of like that second trailer for the way it's formatted and the way we get more Harley in it. We get more aspects of the story. I'm loving the way this looks. It's still questioning as I'm watching it. Like I'm just thinking this is all in his mind. Because there's certain scenes in the movie, I'm like, bro, there's no way this is happening. There's no way this is happening. Like, it's kind of like blowing my mind. I love the way it's shot. I love the way it looks. I think Lady Gaga's looking more. I like her more and more in the role as I watch the trailer. And of course, Joaquin Phoenix is great as Arthur Fleck or Joker, if you guys want to call him. But I dug the trailer. I thought it was dope. I'm excited for it. I don't need to see any more. I don't need to see any more. I'm good now.
No, it's definitely not.
If I know it's right, they only will release only 2 trailers because they only released like 2 trailers for the first one too.
Yeah,
so.
I'm not. And we won't be watching.
But that's just my quick thoughts of the trailer. I thought it was dope.
So when they announced this movie, like many other people were like, why is that happening? That movie does not need to happen at all.
I was one of them.
The first one is perfect. Just leave it the fuck alone. Hollywood it's the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time. They were going to make a sequel to this movie.
Well, Deadpool 3 is about to beat that one.
Yeah. So then they announced it was a musical. I was like, yo, what are we doing, bro?
Yeah.
So then we eventually saw the trailer. And then we got the casting of Lady Gaga and all that. And I was like, okay, what is this movie gonna be? Let's see what this movie's gonna be. First trailer kind of blew me away. I was like, yo, this looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And this trailer is no exception. I love this trailer. It didn't really do anything to like further my excitement. It's just one of those like, yeah, I'm already excited for it. Mm-hmm. So it's just kind of showing me more things that I like. The movie looks beautiful visually. I love the little scenes we've seen so far of Harley and Joker. The musical sequences that we did see in this trailer, they look like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's one where they're like interacting with a judge, and I was like, that looks so much fun. I can't wait for that. And
the whole trial sequence is going to be hilarious.
Yeah. And it's just like I kind of like the idea of Joker being on trial because he in a weird way started a revolution, at
Mm-hmm.
the end of that movie. So I think that's going to be interesting to see, like, oh, like both sides of it. Like, oh, he shouldn't be in a prison. Oh, wait, maybe he should be in a prison. At least if that's what the movie's going to be anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I was already excited for this. This trailer didn't really do much, not in a bad way, but it's just like, yeah, the movie looks good. So this trailer looks good, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. I'm gonna be there.
For sure. Kevin?
I knew that they would not make a sequel to this movie. Not um I knew that they weren't going to make a sequel to this movie if they weren't going to do it right, especially with Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix on that. But this second trailer blew me away because of some of the little things that they added. Because I felt like I'm not saying that the first trailer wasn't as good, but I feel like this trailer added more context to what the story could be about without spoiling much of anything. Now, first of all, that's how trailers should be, not the whole Deadpool situation on the last
Right.
week and a half. Um,
Staying off the internet.
but just like seeing how this entire thing has, the entire trailer has transpired, I really love it. I think this is not going to be that typical musical that people are, or some people were
Mm-hmm.
afraid that it might turn out to be. Like, I don't think it's going to be a Wonka type of thing where it's just like every other scene, there's just going to be a musical piece. Maybe it might be, but I don't think it's going to be one of those things where it's like it interrupts a story and then it kind of it tells a story within that musical. I feel like each of these musical set pieces are going to be part of the delusions and the and stuff and like the I don't know the word, but it's just like delusional type of things between Joker and Harley Quinn. Because I noticed, especially in the courtroom scene, but there are other shots too. There's a particular lighting thing that they did with these characters in certain scenes. Because when you see Joker kind of like making his whole rant at the courtroom, the lighting looks normal. But then later on, we see a cut of him with the judge about to like smack him with the gavel. The
Mm-hmm.
lighting is different. There's like a distinct spotlight on Joker, and you can see the shadows of it and everything. I think scenes like that are going to signal to us, oh, this is going to be a musical set piece.
Mm-hmm.
This part is specifically is all in Joker's head or all in Harley Quinn's head, and I absolutely love that. If that's the direction they're going to go with, I would absolutely adore that. And I like that there's not much story to be told in this. Um, like Tyler said, this could be him on trial. There's going to be a debate on whether or not he should be in Arkham Asylum or just thrown in jail altogether. Um, but I like that there's not too much of the story being told. The visuals look amazing. Um, People didn't notice that, or not. People probably did notice, but the fact that Joker was singing in the background the entire trailer. Um,
Sean pointed that out. That like when you look at the captions, it says that he's singing.
yeah, but I mean, I also recognized the voice. I was like, that's Joaquin Phoenix singing to this. um, I do think that um, they did spoil one thing from the captions. I'm not gonna say here, but it's gonna be interesting to see how that turns out. But yeah, other than that, the Joker 2 trailer is awesome. I loved it. I don't need any more. Like, if they release more trailers, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm probably gonna treat it like I did Dune, where they
Yeah.
still release trailers, but
Mm-hmm.
like I just won't see it. I
Yeah.
might not pay attention, put my
Yeah.
headphones on at a movie theater, just keep that out. I only want these 2 trailers being shown in theaters.
Yeah.
Once it releases, I'll watch it in all its glory.
I mean,
But
if
yeah,
if
I'm
if they keep it
excited.
the same marketing like they did for the first movie, I don't expect another trailer. Even though it is still, we still got basically like 2 more months left. It's not coming out till
Bro,
October, so we still got August and September.
we got like 4 trailers for Dune, bro. And
Yeah,
we
but
did
I
not
mean,
how
get
many how
that's
many
a
how many times
situational
they
thing.
how many times they pushed the release date though? Like there's still a
Yeah,
trailer that says
once.
November in it.
They
Like
pushed it one time, bro.
but still, I think at that time, like when it was releasing the trailers, they thought they had that release date, and then they pushed it back. So it's like, okay, now we have to
yeah,
keep marketing this movie, so let's go ahead and release, 2 more trailers,
yeah.
which I
I
think
think
was
with
dumb. I
Dune it was
agree, but
situational. I think with Dune it was situational because they pushed the date back and they needed to kind of rehype the casual audience. Like a lot, like us, we were already sold on the movie, but for the casual
exactly,
audience, they kind of needed to tell them, hey, here's new footage. Movie's coming out in a few months. We have the release date this time. We're not gonna delete it again. Don't worry.
Right.
um, but yeah, for me with Joker, it's awesome. I love it, and just counting down the days until October.
For sure, for sure. So yeah, that's our thoughts on the Joker 2 trailer, the new trailer for it. So if you guys have seen it, let us know what you thought about in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and move on to our next topic, and it's about House of the Dragon season 2,
You guys have fun.
episode 6. And it's terrible that I sound like that as I'm saying that's the topic we're talking about, because so far, what Tyler said last week, I definitely agree with him. This is the worst season of Game of Thrones overall, at least up to this point, because what is happening in this show? I couldn't even tell you right now what is happening besides Damon being Bob the Builder in fucking Harrenhal. That's really the only thing I can tell you what's happening. I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm watching I had to watch 5 and 6 back to back, and I'm sitting here falling asleep while watching the episode. Like, literally, nothing happened in these 2 episodes. Nothing. And I get it. There's also episodes of Game of Thrones where there's characters just walking. But there's interesting dialogue happening while these characters are walking.
Yeah, not like this, bro.
There was nothing interesting in these episodes. I give it that. It looked visually good, of course. It's Game of Thrones. That's a plus, but no, there's nothing interesting happening. It's all setup. And I get it because we're leading on into the war, but it's nothing interesting happening. Right now, they got these guys like trying to get this one guy to set up for, he said, oh, the sea snake owes you, like, who cares? Who gives a fuck about this? Like, oh man, I don't know. Like I said, I know I watched episode 6, but I don't remember anything that happened in it. I don't remember anything at all. And that's very sad. So Tyler, go ahead and take it away.
This show sucks.
Well, this season sucks. The show doesn't suck. This season sucks.
I feel like I got all my aggravation out last week, but I don't understand what are we doing here, bro? What? I feel like I've watched the same fucking episode on loop for like 3 weeks. What are we doing here?
Yep.
Who is writing this season? What the fuck? You had, spoilers for season 1, you had Rhaenyra's fucking kid and one of her dragons get demolished by her rival kids. And you ended the season that she wanted blood.
Technically, her own siblings, if you want to be real.
What has she done this season?
Nothing.
She's done this.
She sat down and talked the whole time. She hasn't
No,
done anything besides go to King's Landing.
Yeah, I'm sorry. She went to King's Landing for a fucking conversation. Oh, how could I forget? Her fucking kids are doing more than she is right now. Alicent is doing more than she is this season. What the fuck are we doing? What is... I swear to everything holy, if they make this whole season buildup and it doesn't pay off next season, you wasted 8 weeks of everybody's life. For what? You're not building... I feel like just things are happening, but they just don't matter, and they're not what people want to see. Everyone walked into this season, oh man, Team Black. Oh man, we can't wait for Rhaenyra to get her revenge. Where is it? Where is it? You can't end the season like that and have this season be like that. You just can't. I'm sorry. You can't. I understand that they did, but it was the wrong fucking decision. If you were going to do this, why didn't you just build to the season ending like that? You could have had other things happening that led to the ending of season 1 and then have the third season be a war. Why the fuck do we need all this buildup? Let's go down the list of what's happening. Rhaenyra is sitting in her castle, deciding whether she wants to do this or not. Rhaenys, what was she doing? She was on the battlefield and she died. Rest in peace, you were a goat. She's the only one that had anything interesting happening on Team Black. Daemon, he's been in freaking a castle seeing visions for 5 episodes. Leading to what? There is no progression with that. Yes, he saw Rhaenyra when she was younger. Yes, he saw his brother. Okay, so he has demons. We know he's fucked up in the head. I don't need to see this for 5 hours straight. Her kids, they're doing these little side missions. Okay, fine. They're getting things done. Cool. Alicent, Aemon, Aegon is the and Kristen Cole is the most interesting plot line of this season. They are the only ones that every time they cut back to them, I'm interested. The dynamic between Aegon and Aemon, that is my favorite thing this season. Because I did not think that Aemon was going to, take up the mantle. It's actually pretty cool. Is he a dick? Yeah, but look what his lineage is. Come on.
For sure.
That is the most interesting thing this season. Everything with Team Green is interesting. Everything with Team Black is not. How is that the case when you ended the season in a way where everyone came into the season Team Black? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that was the point, I guess. Maybe that was the point, I guess. Like I said, maybe we'll be reason why we'll be Team Black in the third season, but that sucks though.
I get it. I get it from that point. If that was the purpose, okay, fine. But completely sidelining Team Black, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Because you're making it to the point when I see Rhaenyra, when I see Daemon, I'm sitting there like, oh. Like, you're doing that to characters I love.
Yeah.
If you wanted to give more development to Team Green, fine. I'm fine with that. Thing is, I already love those characters anyway. Alicent is on paper a horrible character, but she's a really good character. Aemon, Aegon, I love them. They're dicks, but I love them. I love most of the characters in this show, but you have to balance it. You can't just give one, and that's what season 1 did so well. Season 1 did such a good job of showing both sides, and that's why it was like, oh man, before the season finale, it was like, oh man, I don't know whose side I'm on. It's like, no, Team Green all the way. It's like, I mean, I guess, but you're making me not care about Team Black. And the end of the episode, what the fuck was that? Where did that come from? You have Rhaenyra making out with this servant now, who has the charisma of a pencil cap? Like, what are we? Where did that come from? And the episode is being review bombed, of course, because people are weird. But I would like to think that it's being review bombed because it's stupid.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense. That romance came out of nowhere. Literally nowhere. What the fuck are we doing, bro? I sat here for 6 weeks, other than 1 week, really. Just like, okay. Like, I gave it the benefit of the doubt for the first 3 weeks. Now we're at week 7. What has been accomplished other than episode 4? I don't get it.
Yeah,
and I feel like people are genuinely afraid to sit here and say that it's bad. If something is not good, voice your opinion. Just because it's fucking Game of Thrones doesn't mean it does not have the right to be bad.
But we got fans of this series that will bash season 8. I say it right now. I mean, I enjoy season 8 more than I enjoyed this season of Game of Thrones. I say that right now. I'll pop on season 8 and enjoy the fuck out of that before I watch this again, for sure. But I don't want to really. I want to move on to the next topic because we got to talk about a show that is actually, well, at least the first part, really good. So if you guys got any thoughts on House of Dragon season 2 episode 6, let us know in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and move on to our final topic of the day, and of course that is Cobra Kai season 6 part 1. They released the first 5 episodes, right? I thought it was 6, but they released 5. And they released it on Netflix. I was very happy, and when I turned it on to hear that, the Netflix thing, and seeing the characters come back and just the montages, and everyone's fine and dandy and happy, and then of course just it couldn't stop fighting. They had to, more shit had happened. But I'm not going to go into a rant, but I love this first part of this show. There is some issues with some writing issues, definitely, for sure. There's definitely too much cliche bullshit too as well, but it's Cobra Kai. We expect that. But I loved it. I loved all the characters coming back. The fact that certain characters are finally getting along, and of course, like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything, but of course, it doesn't always last, but to see those moments actually happening was pretty good. The fact that everyone is fighting together is good.
Not everybody.
Not everyone, but well, I don't know if we want to talk about spoilers, but
brief, because
well, I'm sorry. I had to. That's why
spoilers?
I was waiting for you guys to watch
there's a
it.
pretty major one.
Well, right now I'm gonna just say
Aside
I'm gonna just say spoiler alert.
I'll say
I'm
my
gonna just say it right now. So the way I'm gonna say the way it ends, the way the first part ends, me and my fiance looked at each other and we said, "Oh, of course that happened."
I did too.
It
But
wasn't. And then when they try to make it a big reveal, all in slow motion, we just looked at each other like, okay, why are y'all making this a big deal? We knew this was going to happen. They set it up in the beginning of the episode. We knew this was happening.
I was so invested in the episode, I didn't see it coming. But when you
Oh
look,
my
when
God,
I was
come on,
texting
son.
Kevin, and when I texted him, I was like, well, yeah, they set it up in the beginning, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Listen, I really like this first part a lot. I've seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, this is the worst season. It's gone on too long."
No, it's not the worst season.
Season 3 is still the worst part, and we've only seen a third of this season. Season 3 is still the worst season. Okay,
is it though?
Yes. Because season 6 was a banger until the end of it. Season 3 is just fucking boring. The first half of season 3. The second half is pretty good. But I really enjoyed this first part. Other than one, really my only thing that I did not like, I don't know where it came from, and I don't think they knew where it came from, because it got abandoned as soon as the episode kind of abandoned. But the whole thing with Miyagi, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah, by him by his past.
Yeah,
they needed drama.
Yeah, they needed drama. They needed a reason for Daniel to be off balance. They needed for him to be not right in the head. And they needed to have conflict between Daniel and Johnny, because that was the only reason why they had conflict. Once he found out about Miyagi's past,
I know what Johnny found out. He was like, "Yes,
yeah." He's finally not perfect. He's not perfect. He's not perfect. Which is okay. That's the only reason why I really could see why people would not like the Daniel character, because he holds Mr. Miyagi so up high when it's like he's a human being though. At the end of the day,
I do like that on paper, but
he's a human being though. He's not God.
Yeah, it's just kind of thrown away really fast, and I was like, I mean, I guess.
I mean, I don't think it'll be thrown. It'll be a major focal point, and I am like 1,000% positive that Kreese is going to be the one to explain the full scope of the story. I'm like so confident
because Kreese knows all.
But also, like, there's a situation with a character. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to spoil anything if you guys want to watch this. There's a character that can't go to the situation, to what's going on, and then that situation happens, and then he's going to be going. So, like, when that episode happened with those two characters where they were fighting over to get to the spot to go to the place, I knew, I'm like, this is not what this is. There's no way that certain character is not going to be in the fight.
Everyone knew who that top 6 should be. Okay,
for sure.
We're just gonna leave it at that.
For sure.
Now, the one person not going, that I thought was handled so well. Now, on the one hand, I am so pissed that
the guy
Tori. I'm so pissed.
Well, not with Miyagi though.
Yeah,
she's there, but she's not there.
the whole thing with Tori, I'm so pissed that we've been speculating since season fucking
Yeah,
2
who her mom is
that her mom was going to
was
be
Hillary
Julie
Swank.
from the next Karate
Yeah,
Kid.
Hillary Swank.
When I would have been okay with what happening, and they showed that it was still her.
Yeah. And then it makes it funny because
Your
they,
theories
you
are
see her
dead.
and you see her like she's got like a bald fist where it's like, she's, and I thought at that point I thought she was like, oh, she was murdered. I thought she got killed. I thought someone killed her.
But
And that's what,
I thought the reveal was
that's the case.
so well done, though. Like I
yeah,
thought
for
that
sure.
was so well done. Like it came out of nowhere. I was like, oh
Well,
wow.
did it though? Because I knew
I didn't expect that.
they had to make. I knew that they was making things too happy. Like every time I was watching it, because even the episode, fuck it, we're gonna talk about spoilers. The episode where Johnny is trying to get them to fight. He's trying to get them to have conflict because
Which was fucking hilarious.
he doesn't like that they keep
That's
they like each other. He doesn't like that anymore.
That was
I
hilarious.
cringed so hard at like Johnny thinking that this was a smart idea, but I'm just like, you know what? It's Johnny. Of
But
course he would
yes,
do
that's
it.
exactly why. It is stupid, but it's hilarious because he thinks that this makes sense. Of course, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and it's funny because there's a scene where he's like, "Oh my god, it's happening, and then they just apologize to each other and they hug.
Which I like.
I did too.
Finally, fucking got over it. I was like,
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah.
everything holy. They got over
And
it.
But then
I said episode 5, all
then
that
it's
progress
like
went down the drain.
it's like it doesn't matter at the end of the day because she loses her
I know,
mom.
I know Sam and Tori, but I duke it out. She's about to end her shit on the spot. I'm sorry.
Yo, I was
but-
like, man, when she got on the mat, I was like, oh, Sam is so done.
But
Sam is
to
so
me, it's
done.
like I really hope they don't do. I really hope they kind of give Sam her due for real, because she technically should have won, but obviously she didn't win. But I think with Tori's anger, you can't just use anger. I don't care what nobody say. Anger doesn't get you to win. It doesn't. It doesn't. So for the fact that she's angry over her mom dying, it's going to be a weakness, at least to me. I think that's the way they should do it. They probably won't do it. They probably make Tori win, but I mean, for me, I feel like they should just go in the angle where if she's that angry and she's too busy listening to Chris talking about strike first, blah, blah, it's going to bite her in the butt and she's going to lose. But go ahead, Tyler. You was about to say something.
Bro, if they did not step in, Tori was going to literally murder this girl.
For sure.
When she got on the mat, I said, "Oh, it is so over."
Yeah, for sure. She saw nothing. She saw nothing but red. She saw nothing but red because she was that angry. But I kind of disagree with the way Johnny said it. Like, no, she needs to fight. Like, no, she doesn't need to fight because what if she could possibly kill someone because she's so angry?
I don't agree with Johnny, but I understand what he was trying to do.
For sure.
I'll say this. That entire up until the last couple of minutes, but that big reveal, I love that episode because it kind of felt like everything beforehand was starting to pay off, because I was kind of just like, are we really just rehashing the same plot points from before? Daniel and Johnny disagreeing over how they should teach Miyagi-Do.
Yeah, I was like, why we keep doing this, bro?
Are we doing this again?
I just think that it's a case of like they keep trying to get along, but they fail to realize that they just won't get along. Like I feel like it's kind of something like that.
That's why I loved how that episode turned out, because it was like a tipping point where it wasn't just like, oh, they'll eventually do it. No. And I really do hope they stick this landing.
I do too.
Because I always think that end game, Johnny's going to take back Cobra Kai. And he's going to take things that he learned from Miyagi-Do, but he's going to keep his core of what Cobra Kai was. So I hope that... so I really love that this happened, because it was a tipping point. It was Johnny accepting the fact that, this is not going to work. As much as we want to try, as much as we want this to work, it just can't.
Mm-hmm.
And that boiled over. And I get that Johnny has felt a certain way, because I think maybe he had felt that similar situation with what happened with Tori. And you could see the raw emotion coming out of him. I'm just like, wow, this was fucking Jesus. But like I said, we'll see how this is handled. I do think that the second part will be the tournament, and
Yeah,
then we'll eventually go back to the Valley in part 3. And if that works, I think it'll work out fine. I
Yeah, that's the one thing I thought of. I thought my first of all, before anything, I want to say that I'm very glad I came into the season very annoyed that they're doing the whole part splitting thing, but I do like the fact that this part ended and I was like, okay, that feels like the natural place to stop if you were to
exactly,
split it. And I
exactly,
really like that. So
exactly.
that's
far,
how they should handle parts
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
far with the splitting things, 1/3 of it was handled well.
Yeah.
But my main concern when it ended was we have 10 more episodes of this.
yeah. Because
Yeah,
so we
that's
getting
why, and
5
I
and then
feel
another
like
5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
because my
Wow.
annoyance with it, and I thought about it, I'm like, if they go in that direction with part 2 being the tournament and part 3 is just whatever happens when they get back from whatever consequences
Yeah. So you're gonna give
come
me
about
5
with that,
episodes of the tournament? 5 episodes?
we'll deal
I
with
feel
it.
like they're gonna do
Whatever.
a lot of flashback stuff with Crease
See,
and
that to me is I thought the Kreese stuff was okay, but I was every time they cut back to him
I
and
did
him
like when he
training
went
with the
into the cave. I thought that was pretty cool.
yeah, that was
Because my
cool.
main annoyance of them starting the tournament so early was the fact that there are a lot of characters that were left behind when they went to the tournament. It
Yeah,
wasn't like they came with them, because if they came with them to the tournament, that's one thing.
Listen, man,
I'll
you,
be
you
like,
got you gotta cut the
we'll
dead
just start
weight,
in a new
bro.
yeah,
You
but
gotta you gotta cut the dead weight.
I was surprised that they
because
only have a certain amount of people going. I thought it was like okay,
that part I didn't mind.
everyone is going to represent the
I
dojo, and it was
thought
like oh, and only 6 people. I'm like damn, so.
I
I
thought
already wrote off who wasn't coming. I'm like, I know Kenny's not coming. I know, certain
no, no,
people
no,
ain't
no,
coming.
no. I'll put it aside. I wanted Kenny to come. For me, my two was Devin and Kenny, because I felt like that they felt like the more obvious choices. Which I'll get into this now. Writing wise, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with the whole Devin and Kenny situation,
Yeah,
because
that
they
was
did
stupid.
Kenny absolutely dirty.
And
I
Man had
really,
the
really
cheeks.
hated.
and did they even interact at all? Like, why did she do that? Like that to me,
She
and then
wanted
That's
a spot.
I get it, but
that's
it's
another
like,
thing.
did they even interact with one another for her to do that? Just like to turn on that quick, I'm like,
Oh,
damn.
it
And
don't
that's the
matter.
contradiction in the writing of that episode. Because in the beginning of the episode, basically throughout the entire episode, Devin got tight because she felt like she wasn't getting noticed, that all of her good spots were not getting appreciated enough. And that's why she felt like she was going to be the one left behind. And I felt like, okay, this is going to lead somewhere, to an eventual fight against Kenny. If she wants a spot, she's got to prove it. And especially in an environment where she can't be ignored, neither can she be noticed. It's just winner takes all. She's got to go out there and win. So you go from that, and Johnny trying to hype her up, trying to make sure he's doing all he can. That's the one thing. I really hated that. He's doing all he can to make sure that she gets a proper notice.
Mm-hmm.
But then she pulls that cheap shit. Like, honestly, I hope she gets spanked in the first round. If this is a tournament, she gets
will.
spanked in the first round. I'm sorry.
She
She
will.
gets
She's gonna get
smoked in the first round.
demolished.
Yeah, she's good.
She gets demolished in that first round.
She won't
I
make
just
it out.
absolutely,
That her karma's gonna catch up with her.
I hated how they handled that, especially for Kenny. I
They
felt
made
really
Kenny
bad
shit
for
on
him.
himself, bro.
I was just like,
They made him shit.
no
That was
fucking.
so messed up, bro.
That was hilarious. I'm sorry.
That was
First of all-
hilarious, but I'm like,
First of all,
that's
I don't know
messed
what
up,
went wrong with
dude.
Kenny, but no way one single sip of that bottle just got you fucked up like that. I don't know.
The powerful accidents,
Well,
bro.
no, he was slugging that, bro. He wasn't
Yeah,
doing
he was.
one sip.
Yeah,
I only saw like one squeeze out of that bottle. That's why. Pause, but
no,
that's all I
yeah.
saw.
Yo, that laxative is powerful, bro. Yo, it's powerful, man.
But
And I like the
writing
stuff
wise,
they
I
was
hated
doing with
that.
Kenny too, with his brother coming back and all that stuff. I was feeling all that, and then
Yeah,
they kind of
was...
abandoned that too. I'm like, damn, like,
Well,
That's what
no,
I'm.
we still
That,
have 10 more episodes. Who knows?
right.
Maybe
that's
can
why
get-
I'm saying that they left a lot of characters behind in the valley, because it's not like, oh, they're gonna show up and support the 6 that went through. Because
Yeah,
if they pulled up, I would have been like, all right, so we're gonna see more stuff just now in Barcelona, just not
yeah.
in the valley. We're gonna see more stuff
That's
there.
my question too. Do you think they cut back and forth? Do we stay in
I
Barcelona or
hope
do we
not.
go to the
That's-
valley? Do
that's
we
No.
cut
really
back and
dumb.
forth?
No.
Which I don't
As
believe we
much
should either. I think we should
As
stay.
much as I am
stay.
interested in what the conclusions are going to be for the characters that were left behind, they hold no relevance to what's going to
Yeah,
happen in this
absolutely
main
not.
tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny holds no relevance. Anthony holds no relevance. Who the fuck else got left behind? Nobody really.
I mean,
Other than those two,
all
like,
the mothers. I mean, you got to think about them. What's her name is pregnant with a child. Like, there's a lot of stuff they still have. And I'm not saying it's important to the story, but they are important to the characters in the story.
that's
Like,
another thing. Like you said, that certain plot lines got abandoned. Like Johnny was trying to find an apartment or
you're
somewhere
trying
to
to find a
live.
house, which I did
Yeah,
like that. I did like that. I
it
did
was an
like that
awesome
sequence.
episode. But like at the end of it, it was just like, yeah, he got a job so they can stay stable for a while. But I'm just like, okay, so we're just gonna ignore this.
And then he
Like
almost messed
now
up the job.
he
He almost
got a
messed up.
job. He got a job, and now he's abandoning it for a few weeks.
Yeah. Well,
I
he,
mean, he is going with his boss.
he works with the boss. He's going with the boss, so he probably he's able to do that.
paid time off, I guess.
Yep.
He clocked in
Just
that
started.
PTO, bro.
Just started. But yeah, let's go ahead and
I
wrap
felt
this up
like
so we get to this the watch
yeah.
log. But go ahead.
I'll just say this really quickly. I felt like the first part was really good. I just felt like they rehashed a lot of storylines,
Yeah, I agree.
and
That's
in one way,
that's why I couldn't
it's
give it a
fresh
full.
and new.
I couldn't give it a
which is
full
why
5. I couldn't give it a full 5.
which is why I felt like that final episode was amazing, because it felt like something fresh came into the picture, where Johnny realized, yeah, as much as we want this to work, it's just not going to cut it. We're going to do this tournament, and I'm out. And I hope they stick with that. I hope there's no like, oh, reconciliation. Oh, I hope he Miyagi-Do to the end. No. But I hope that's what happens. As far as like Johnny leaving, starting back up Cobra Kai, taking that shit back.
Like I said, one thing I say is
but
Robbie is not in second place. Robbie's not in second place.
I saw someone tweet this out, where it would be very fitting for Miyagi-Do to enter the tournament, and their two best finishers in the tournament. Like I don't think they do a boys and girls separate tournament. If they do, but they would be like, oh, it would be natural for the first two students of Miyagi-Do to win the whole thing with Robbie and Sam, because they were the first two students of that new dojo.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
think
So
they
it'd be
fight each other.
natural.
No, but they will be the champions. Like they will be if they win. If they do,
The two best finishers, like whether or
Right.
not they're if it's a co-op tournament,
the captains.
then they will both be in the
because they're the
finals.
captains. Because they're the
Yeah, then they will both be in the
so-
finals. Or if there's a separate boys and girls tournament, then
I
they
think there's
both
I
win.
think there is a separate boys and girls,
I
which
just
I'm
feel
not.
like
Because
it's
they
only
said
natural.
girl champion. They said a girl captain, boys captain. That's what they
Yeah.
said.
So I think it would be natural for the top two finishers to be the two original Miyagi-Do students. And I saw that, I was just like, I don't know if it's predictable or not predictable, but I think I would love this conclusion.
I think I would like that
For
as
this
well.
big
I think
worldwide
that'd be
tournament,
dope,
it would
too.
be only natural
That'd be
that the
dope
original two gets the win.
for sure. I agree.
Plus, it helps Robbie get past the fact that he keeps being in second place.
Yeah, I was thinking like
He's
if he
just-
like Miguel was
he'll-
like Miguel was doing
He'll
him
beat
in.
Miguel
I'm
real good,
like
I got your ass, bro.
I'm like, he's like, you know
Finally.
what? Fuck this. I'm not losing. I'm not losing. I think it did help that Tori walked in. He's like, oh, thank God she's here. Now it's time to dominate.
That was so fucking corny. This dude was losing while she wasn't there. She
Yeah.
walked in. I was
And then
like,
it's like, okay, now it's time
Bitch,
to win.
really?
Time to win.
He gotta show out, bro.
On top of that, I would have been using the anger because for one, I'm trying to hit her up and she not hit me back. For one, what is the thing is these people not going to these people's houses? Like, what is up with these? Well, I'm gonna just keep calling. No, like you have the ability to go to this woman's house, go to her house. Like, what if she's dead, laying in her apartment? You're just calling to call and text. No.
Well, based off the fate of Tori's mom, I don't think that's too far off.
Yeah, that whole thing kept it. I'm thinking, I'm like, he just sitting there calling her. I'm like, man, if I didn't get a call for the third time, I'm going to her house. Like, let my girl not call me all day. I'm getting in my car. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. But so yeah, any more thoughts on the show before we can move on to our main topic? All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and move on to our main topic. You guys obviously know the title of the video, and of course, it is Deadpool 2016 watch along. Thank God the movie's only like under 2 hours, so we can get this done. We kind of went ham on the topics, which I didn't expect that. But yeah, if you guys are new to the watch alongs, you grab your copy of Deadpool. If I'm not mistaken, it's on Disney Plus. It's probably on Hulu as well.
If you change your parental settings,
right? I had this one, the original Steelbook, which, yeah. So if you grab your copy of Deadpool, go all the way to timestamp 0. We're gonna count down 3, 2, 1. When we say play, that's when you hit play. So is everyone set up and ready?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Brother's unprepared.
That's so Tyler, bro. I'm prepared today.
Dog, you weren't ready last week.
I wasn't though, so I mean, I'm a own up to that I wasn't prepared. You know, I'm not gonna say I am and I wasn't. So, but are you? Who want to count us in?
You can do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, I'll count us in. 3, 2, 1, play. Now, will Deadpool and Wolverine pull a fast what's on us and put the Fox
I've been
logo in
thinking
front of
that.
that movie?
I've been thinking that.
Like, does he do it? Does
Maybe that scene with the 20th Century Fox logo in the
Yeah.
background is just primarily just the first scene of this. Because I think they would have to show it, right? Because it's
No.
technically still a Fox product.
No, because this is not.
They
It's
didn't put it
now.
in the
It's
trailer.
now Disney. Yeah, this is.
No, I know it's
technically
Disney now, but I'm just saying, like, oh, you know.
They would have shown it in
Because
the trailer if that was
Right.
the case.
Oh, right.
All right, so everyone knows the history of how this movie was made.
Mhm.
Ryan Reynolds been dying to play this character. Actually, it was actually like a Deadpool
Well, he
comic.
did play it, and it was
Yeah.
horrible.
Right. So it was actually a Deadpool comic that referenced Ryan Reynolds, which got him on the train to playing the character. If no one didn't know that, fun
God's
fact.
perfect idiot.
I love this intro. The intro is hilarious. But of course, Ryan Reynolds got a whole bunch of group of writers, went out and wrote a script, wrote a little short thing, went out all over the world and stuff. And, that photo of the Green Lantern photo was hilarious. But what happened was, I guess it didn't go through how they wanted to. So they just got a small budget, and everyone knows the little short film that came out, that got leaked, which they said. I love the interview with Ryan Reynolds. Like, well, we know it's 4 of us, right? So one of us leaked it. So I know, I there's no way I'm 100% know it was me. Like, I love that he said that, but I think it was him. I think it was Ryan Reynolds that leaked it. And of course, Fox saw it. They saw the praise of it, and it's funny. This scene that we see right here is the little short. It's just in like animated style.
Mm-hmm.
And that was in like 2014, I think. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, damn, they're about to make this movie.
Shit's crazy. It only took three years to actually do it.
Right.
You would think something like that would take longer.
But I think they did it the right way, though, because you could tell they had money into this movie, but you could tell the movie doesn't have a big budget. Like, at least a big budget like other Marvel movies has had, you know.
I'll say this, I appreciate, just for the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine, that Feige is sticking with the R-rated stuff, because I think that's one of people's little concerns with them acquiring Fox.
Which they knew if they did that, they would be shot in the foot, because a lot of people would be complaining about it. For one, I love the way the costume looks. I mean, can we give credit? The costume looks amazing. And Ryan Reynolds was freaking born to play this character. He was born to play it. Like, he was.
Excuse me. So we all saw this in the theater, yes?
Yes, sir. I took a date to see this movie. I took a date. It was a Valentine's Day movie. This movie came on Valentine's Day.
It wasn't. Well, yeah, I know that. It wasn't Steph. When did you?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Steph. I met Steph the following year.
Damn, that sucks.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I saw this movie. I think on Valentine's Day. I saw it with my mom. My mom took me to go see this. And funnily enough, I was not big on this movie when I first saw it. I liked it, but my biggest issue was the whole out of order storytelling thing. I actually hated that. I was like, I don't like the fact that they're cutting away from him being Deadpool. Like, I liked all the Deadpool stuff, but then when they cut back to his origin, I was like, but no, I want to see him doing that stuff, which is why when I was younger, I liked Deadpool 2 more than the first one, because he's
Right.
Deadpool the whole movie. Deadpool 2 is not bad, by the way.
No, it's not.
There's a narrative that movie's bad.
It's not a bad movie.
Shut up. That movie's actually hilarious. It has issues, but it's really good. Um, but yeah, so I saw this movie in the theater. I did like it though. I was like, yeah, it is pretty good. I also hated as a kid because I watched the original X-Men movies and loved them. I hated that they changed Colossus. I was like,
Yeah.
why the fuck
Yeah,
did
I
they change
agree.
Colossus?
I agree.
But as time has gone on, I've grown brain cells and I love this movie.
Kevin, you saw us in the theater?
Kevin!
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Are you paying attention?
No, I was looking at something. I wasn't paying attention to you guys.
What are you doing over there?
Texting somebody.
Look at him.
I asked you a question. Did you hear what I said?
Well, no. I said I wasn't paying. I'm sorry.
Did you see this in the theater?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Went with my parents because that was the only way I could have seen it. And it's quite the interesting experience.
For sure. Yeah, I saw this movie twice. Actually, I took a date to go see it, and then I was like, I want to go see it by myself. Fuck it, I'm going to see it by myself. So I literally went to go see it by myself, and I enjoyed it more the second time. I did. Like I said, I love that it's a simple story. It's so simple, as a Deadpool movie can be, and I think like I love the comedic reliefs. I love just the way Ryan Reynolds just played this character. And like I said, he was born to play him. He was. He said, "Merry Christmas." I wanna shoot, baby. It's funny because I watched this movie for my review, and my fiance had friends over, right? And this song started playing. He down there listening to that song. What do you know about that? I'm like, they don't even know I'm watching Deadpool, right? Like I'm watching Deadpool.
Hello.
To get my own movie. Right, with Wolverine. Right. You watching the 4K?
I am. It's fucking awesome, actually.
Yeah, the 4K looks amazing. The Blu-ray looks amazing as well.
The Blu-ray looks really good, but this 4K, Fox made some really good 4Ks.
For sure.
Like when it was just Fox, they made some damn good 4Ks.
Ow! Damn.
Damn. Ow.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
It's a terrible way to die, bro. Oh, premium leather. Francis, I love that he's
this man.
I love that he's asking for Francis as he's killing them. It's like they don't even have an opportunity to tell you where he is if you're just killing him right away. Like it makes no sense. But
hey, ow!
Damn. Oh.
Oh my god.
I never said this. Don't swallow.
Don't swallow. It was at this point my mother was like, "Oh my god, what have I done?
What did you take him to go see?" Damn. Shit. Did I leave the stove on? Damn.
Oh, no, it's the dude with the billboard, bro.
Smack.
Oof.
Damn.
Oh, bro, we about to see this happening to the TVA, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about that. That's crazy. The expansion, not blown up for once.
He's Deadpool.
I love how he has metal hair.
But my issue is though that Colossus is not always in this form though. Why is he always in this form?
I don't. I think it's an odd change, but and there's no explanation for it. It just happens. So I would
And
assume that this just takes place in a different universe.
exactly,
It's
I was just
not.
about to say that it's not the Bryan Singer X-Men universe.
I don't know. But I don't mind this change because again he looks like the comics 1 and 2. He looks really good.
Hmm.
That's the other thing. Him being Russian,
Mhm.
I mean, fine, whatever. But yeah, I like it. I like the fact that they took such a distinct image from the comics, brought it to life, and it looks that good. Because
Yeah. I
normally
wish
you
they
see
wish
something that
wish they would
goofy.
did that. Wish they would have did that with Juggernaut.
Yeah, I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Because I'm sorry, Juggernaut does not look good in Deadpool 2. He doesn't.
Look, he looks okay.
Nah.
I like that he has the big head.
It just doesn't look.
And,
It just doesn't. It doesn't translate very well. Because I know what they were going for. They were trying to go for the way the
Mhm.
comics and like the animated series and stuff looked, but it just doesn't look good
That was a cool surprise in that movie, though.
for
I
sure.
was like, oh
Please,
shit,
please. He's got the right idea.
he wore
He
the
wore
brown.
the brown pants.
Fine, fine. I only have 12 bullets, so you're gonna have to share. Let's count them down.
Hmm.
The numbers on the bullets too.
Right.
Mm.
I love how acrobatical he is, though. Like he's just, it's crazy. Hmm.
Motherfucker.
Poke the hole through it, bro.
10. Shit.
Yeah. Mhm.
9. Fuck. Shit. Fuck.
Shit, fuck.
Bad Deadpool. Boom. Good Deadpool. Sure.
Parkour.
Mm.
I wonder who's the stuntman for him.
I feel like most of them is CGI.
That looked pretty practical. Sure, there's somebody that could do that in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody's not counting. 6. So the brain pop out.
Mm.
I say cinco.
Got shot in his ass.
4.
Mm.
Oh. 3, 2. Stupid. Worth it.
The fact that he do a 1 in 3 shot though, like, the last guy didn't completely get hit. I'm touching myself tonight.
Francis. Man, I remember the Comic-Con that this trailer came out is the greatest Comic-Con of all time because they had this trailer, they had the BVS God tier trailer.
The 4-minute one?
Yeah. They had the Doctor Strange trailer too. I think they showed the Wonder Woman trailer also. That might have been the next one. And I think they showed the Kong Skull Island trailer too. That was a god tier Comic Con. Yeah, I remember when the trailer leaked too. I remember that. They leaked the trailer And oh no, yeah, we had the Suicide Squad trailer too. The
Yeah,
2016 Suicide Squad.
yeah.
That trailer leaked. I remember that. But yeah, this trailer leaked and then they eventually dropped it. I remember seeing it being like, "Oh my god." It's like, "What the fuck?" Cuz my only experience to Deadpool at the time was the Deadpool video game, which
Mm-hmm.
is pretty good by the way. That's a pretty good game. And I wish they would put it on the PlayStation Store so I can play it.
Mm-hmm. 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 No, no, no. I'm actually different. I'm here for you. Ooh. Mm-hmm.
You need to ease up on the bedazzling. They're jeans, not a chandelier.
Mm-hmm.
He did kind of give it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I will shoot your fucking cat.
I don't have a cat. Yeah,
And
who
whose kitty
literally
litter
got
did I
this
just
shit
shit
in?
it?
Never mind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Did he say pineapples and olives?
Yeah,
What?
sweet and salty.
Wow. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's still. Yeah, Tyler. Now what? Now obviously we just passed the scene, but I can see exactly what you mean about the cutting away. Because you're right. So this Deadpool stuff is so interesting, and obviously it's so awesome seeing him do the stuff he does. But then you cut back to Ryan Reynolds when he's just a normal person. It's like, okay, like I don't really care about this, But
I
I think
think
also we have
because
to see him become Deadpool,
you got to remember too, when I saw this movie, I was 13.
right?
So stuff like this, backstory, I was like, no, I want to see the superhero stuff. But then again, I did really acknowledge that The Dark Knight was like a masterpiece. So I don't know.
Well, the Dark Knight didn't really have. It was Batman Begins that had the storytelling like that. The Dark Knight didn't have that. So, but Batman Begins was the first movie. It was the origin movie. That's why we were cutting back and forth like that. This is the
Which
origin movie.
I've come around on that movie a lot. I've always liked Batman Begins, but when I saw
Mm.
it in the theater like 2 years ago, it really opened my eyes to a lot of things in that movie. I really like that movie. I
Mhm.
love all three though.
I
Oh,
thought
but the
about
Dark
watching.
Knight Rises is bad. Shut
I,
up.
I thought about watching Batman Begins too because I saw a clip of the scene when at the end when Lucius takes the guy job. He's like, man, who's on who order? He's like, well, I own the company. He's like, well, the company went public. He's like, I bought all the shares, so technically, I control everything. you know. He said, isn't that right, Mr. Fox? He said, yes, sir. He said, didn't you get the memo?
I like in
Mhm.
Batman Begins when he tells him, he's like, can we just keep this under the radar between us? He says, Mr. Wayne, the way I see it, you own all this anyway. I don't care what you do with it.
Right. So we got TJ Miller here who has gone dark. When's the last thing he's done?
I don't
um,
know, because he's a weirdo.
yeah. What are you guys' thoughts of him in this movie?
I like him in this movie more than the second one.
I forgot he was in the second one.
Hey yo, bro.
Well, I'm about to say,
I give you
this
a
was
good
after
shot.
Transform. Yeah, this was after Age of Extinction. This was after Age of Extinction. Oh,
Mm.
hey.
So aggressive.
Come here, you fat. And the new stool.
Ow.
Oh.
Ow. Damn.
Mm.
Mm.
Doof.
He said, "Go rest." Had to
He's
check to
still
see if he's still breathing.
breathing.
He's still breathing.
Oh.
Mm. Mhm. No, you didn't pick me to die. Hmm.
Like the city of Detroit.
Mhm.
The last movie he was in was Underwater.
With
Yeah.
Kristen Stewart.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what was that 4 years ago?
2020, yeah.
Wow, damn, I was right on the money. 4 years. Wow, pat myself on the back for that. I've been getting numbers on point because I was at work and one of my coworkers was talking about Tom Cruise and he was talking about, well, he's your height. I'm like, I'm 5'4". He's definitely not my height. He's like 5'7". And when he looked it up, he was 5'7". Like, oh, I didn't think I got the number right. Before I was conceived.
I like how she had to think about that for a second. Wait, what?
That doesn't make any sense, but
They took turns. You do had a dishwasher. Wow.
who thinks of that? Like, who just literally thinks of that?
So, funnily enough, I just showed my little brother this movie for the first. He watched them both, but I sat there and watched this with him,
Hmm.
and it's
How cool
kind
was
of
that?
it was cool because now he's going to be the age that I was when I
You
saw
saw it.
this movie for the first
Hmm.
time. And I'm gonna be taking him to see it this weekend. Beyond excited. Time to put balls in holes. You say whatever I want.
You're like, more than that. So it's a tough call.
Balls in holes.
So you idiot. I'm throwing it straight in the hole.
Oh, bro. I love skee ball. I could sit there for like 12 hours playing skee ball and not be bored. To me, it's like the easiest game to not suck at.
For sure. I mean, you see what he did. If you got aim, you just throw it right in there. Throw it in there. Say, if you got good aim, shit, toss it right through the hole.
I know how to throw it fast enough to where it'll end up high enough, but I'm not doing all that. That's OD. Smashing on my candy from Sunday that I did not eat.
Bro, Tyler, you saw
Mhm.
Miguel post.
I did. And he sent me some images of his own.
He sent me.
For context, our friend got the Deadpool and Wolverine popcorn bucket.
Oh, you got the one with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I told him, I said, you're not sitting next to me tomorrow with that thing.
But you gotta let him.
No. You're
Tyler,
the
you know
dog.
you want to get it. It's okay. You know.
This is hilarious. Happy International Women's Day. Mm. Oh!
Nope.
No, no.
Happy Lent.
Happy Lent. Best believe I had to skip over this while showing my little brother this month. Ow, ow.
Happy
All
Halloween.
right. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
This is all that food is just going to waste. Oh,
Half
that's
the
so
food is going to
nasty.
waste.
It's horrible.
Can I holidays?
I wonder how much all these characters are actually going to be in this movie. The new one.
I believe they're only in the opening. Well, I
Yeah,
believe they're only
exactly.
at the party. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Because that's the only scene they're in the trailer, at least.
Mhm.
Which I'm fine with that. Because that kind of like, okay, that's the Fox version of Deadpool. Now we're moving on to the Marvel version of Deadpool, and these characters don't exist in that world. That's what I like to see. That's how I'm thinking the movie's going to be.
So I saw Twisters in 4DX on Sunday. They showed the Deadpool trailer in 4DX. The part where the song kicks up in the trailer, the fucking seats started going back and forth to the
What?
song. It was hilarious.
Wow. You talking about when Wolverine and Deadpool walks out?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
It was like unts, 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 and the seats were shaking. It was awesome. Oh, Twisters in 4DX. What an experience. It's awesome. Tied for Dune in 70mm for the best theatrical experience of the year. No question.
The fact that he used a ring pop is hilarious.
That's some shit I would do. Oh, Star Wars jokes.
Empire. You ain't never that lucky, son. Sorry.
Nope.
Never that lucky.
Nobody's that fucking lucky.
That's facts. True.
What the?
He just wakes up with cancer. You're not clowning. I'm just trying to remember every single part of her face. Kind of like when they say that, then we see him with two katanas slicing a guy in half. Goodness gracious. Where's Francis?
200-pound sack of shit.
Oh. Oh. Whee! It's like he can fly.
Ow! Mm.
I love the fact that he only while he's not Deadpool, he's not breaking the fourth wall, but once he becomes Deadpool, he start breaking the fourth wall. If you guys noticed that.
This one looks good.
Oh.
Vagina rhymes with fun.
He can't feel any of this.
arrested.
Mhm. How about now?
He said, "It looks like you've been pitching, not catching, bro."
Mhm.
Oh. Damn.
Yo, I got less than 24 hours before I'm seeing this movie.
We all
It's insane. So, are you guys planning on seeing this movie twice in the theater?
well, I am,
Not
yeah,
as a
because
group.
I'm taking my little brother Sunday.
Hmm.
We're going tomorrow.
Probably in. My mom wants to see this movie, so
If I
probably gonna
wasn't
go.
taking my little brother, I would have taken my mom.
Hmm.
But we seen the first two in the theater.
Hmm.
And you're still not gonna go see it? You little
Bitch, I don't think this movie's gonna be worth seeing 3 times in the theater. It's not Doom.
We'll see.
You never know.
We'll see.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going to see it tomorrow, and then some of my buddies at work, one of the guys flaked out on them. They had extra ticket to say, "You want to go?" I said, "Shit, I got a free ticket. Yeah, I'll go." Shit, all I gotta do is pay for my popcorn and drink.
okay.
Yeah, I'll go. Mhm. Last time you were alive, when you looked alive.
Tragedy leave cancer.
I actually liked T.J. Miller in Ready Player One. He was hilarious.
Yeah, he was who the
What's
fuck
his
was he
name?
when he played one?
He was the one guy that had like
He
damn,
was
what
the
the fuck
muscle
was his
dude,
name?
right? No,
Yeah,
no, he wasn't that wasn't him.
he was the one that
Oh
what's
yeah,
his
he was he was Ben Mendelsohn's sidekick.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I remember
The
him.
orb of
Yeah.
Agrabah.
He was good in that movie.
He says like
That's another movie. Everyone's Ready Player One sucks. What the fuck are y'all on,
they're
bro?
smoking. It's okay.
That
It's
movie
okay. It's
is
okay to be wrong.
amazing.
That's what
I haven't seen it in a while, but it's really good.
my fiance loves that movie. She
My
loves
mom
that
loves
movie.
that movie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. no, or shake weighty.
He calls Agent Smith.
Some shit I gotta think about. Damn, it's crazy. We already at July 26th, 25th. It's crazy.
24th.
I'm talking about for Deadpool Wolverine. Like we're here already. Like we got that first trailer.
February.
Yeah, because Super Bowl, right?
Yeah. If he's just a bad parent,
What it does to people. Let's do pro con the superhero thing. Said look on field deals. Just talking to them.
and you are
Mega's on teenage warhead. What
Nigga
the, is that
Sonic
teenage?
Teenage.
What
the
the
shit? The coolest name ever. I like her way more in 2.
Yeah.
Which I don't know what that says because she's barely in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
I like her way more in 2. I actually was disappointed, which is why I like the director's cut or super duper cut more. In the super duper cut, they have a lot more scenes with Wade and Yukio, and they're having like cool, cute little banter, and it's not the theatrical. That's not nice.
No one's getting hurt. That guy was up there before I got here.
Oh,
I'm trying to bitch out of you. Said douche pool. That does it.
Oh, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your poor
Ooh,
wife.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, all the dinosaurs feared the T Rex.
Mm. Ah.
Oh,
Mm. Mhm.
you ever hear the one-legged man in the ass kicking song? Right next to the prostate, or is that on this? Is that Beyonce? Oh,
Mhm.
that's nasty.
Mm. You said, "But poor
Stewart,
Stewart." Music.
that was so confusing. You're coming with
Mhm.
me.
Mhm. You guys
You
ever
ever
seen
seen
under 27
127
hours?
hours? Spoiler
Spoiler
alert.
alert. Mhm. She gonna say, "Ew, nasty." Mhm.
Ew.
Mhm.
Oh.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
Which, funnily enough, I still have not seen 127 hours, mainly because
Mm.
I know how it ends. So I'm just like, and no, it's not because of this movie. It's because that movie has like one of those like the best endings of a movie of all time.
Mm.
I've heard it's pretty good. I just
It's a good movie. I think it's a little overhyped.
mm. With my haul this week, I have surpassed 900 titles in my collection.
Mm. You guys wouldn't believe the number I have in total. That's even counting DVDs, right? I have
No, mine isn't.
2,222.
You said 2,000.
2,222.
Well, I'm
Literally.
almost
Two, two,
halfway
two,
there.
two. 2,222. I
Well,
saw that. I said, that's weird.
I'm almost halfway there. And mind you, that's not even including double dips either.
I'm including double dips. I include everything. That's double dips. I don't think it means each disc. I mean, I think it means each movie. So like if I got a three
Yeah.
film collection, that's three movies in one packaging.
I'm sure if I had duplicates, it'd be like another 25, 30.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because, like, sure, I only counted Scream once, but I have like 5 different copies of Scream in my collection.
Mm-hmm. Damn, do I have? Oh, now I think you got me on copies of Scream.
Because I have I don't have the 4K slip. I have the regular Blu-ray. I have the Steelbook. I have the one that comes in the 3 movie collection. Then I have the 4K that came in the box, and I have
Mm-hmm.
another 3 movie collection in that box. So I have 5.
Yeah, that did come with a three. That came with the 4Ks and a three movie collection. That's funny.
Which is hilarious. That box, each 4K comes with its own digital code, and then they put in the Blu-rays with the 3 digital codes either too. So you got
So you get
6
just
digital
codes.
codes,
Wow, wow.
which is ridiculous. Yeah, I have multiple copies of every Scream movie except 4. Rich, all I'm gonna say is Lionsgate, you have the rights. You better not fuck up that steelbook. You better go hard on that steelbook.
I see a slipcover coming though.
Because that's the only steelbook that we all don't have.
I don't really feel anything.
You have something in your teeth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How'd you look? Major League. Made up. He said he named himself after a dish soap. He named himself after a dish soap. Hmm? Mm. Mm. Mm.
They revealed the Marvel display for Comic Con, showing like the logo for their art and stuff. It's
Mm.
got I see Miles Morales in there, but this is probably just like for comics and like
Mm-hmm.
comics, the TV, the shows are there. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is on here. He's on this thing.
Yeah, there's rumors saying that he's going to be the Wolverine moving forward, which I don't believe that's actually the case.
I think he's gonna be in Secret Wars, but if they're
Yeah.
really, I understand he's in good health and he probably wants to do it, but just get somebody new, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
please just get somebody new. Like, I know he's not getting any younger either, but Tom Hardy is right fucking there, bro. Carl Urban is right there too,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably what Warner Brothers was like. All right, they're not gonna cast you as Wolverine. We'll make you Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm still not entirely sold on, but.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this weekend is Comic Con.
Dish soap. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, don't do that. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
So it looks like in Brave New World, Sam's gonna have like a whole helmet, not just the goggles. I don't like that at all.
A helmet.
Look,
They're gonna find a way to keep him off, take that off him like they did Captain America in some of the movies. So
because like, look, so he has the goggle. The goggles are there. You can see them. They're there, but then
Oh, that shit looks horrible. Oh, never
yeah,
mind.
it looked like Taskmaster's helmet.
it
Dude,
does. So like, look, those are the goggles, like the regular, normal, like
Oh my god,
fine,
that's a
okay.
mannequin. I'm fucking retarded.
And
Jesus.
then look at the helmet. It looks bizarre.
Maybe he only wears that when he's flying, but that doesn't still make sense either.
And he's got one for
It's
the
probably when he's on a jet or something.
he's
That looks
got
like a
one for the
jet
white
thing.
suit too, and it looks worse.
Oh, that looks stupid. That
It looks
looks
like a
Ant Man's
clone trooper.
helmet.
It does. Like, hey, we want to sell toys.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid. Stop trying to do too much with these costumes, bro. Just do something simple, man. There's never been an issue with him having the
No, this is
goggles
a
in the
fuck
comics,
horror
bro.
movie. Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes they try to do too much with these costumes. Like
Mm-hmm.
modernizing costumes is one thing. Like I love the way Taskmaster looks in Black Widow because him with like the whole cape and all that was never gonna work in live action. But like doing stuff like that, it's like all right, you're just trying to sell toys and make Funko Pops. Clearly, that's why I'm terrified of what Galactus is gonna look like inevitably in the MCU.
Mm-hmm. 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 Because I want to. Mm-hmm.
Her name is Angel Dust.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we got two actors in this movie that got canceled. Forgot about this bonehead. Someone's about to get her own Disney Plus show.
Mm-hmm.
What was the shit she got kicked out for?
It
That
was
movie?
Mandalorian.
it's a whole bunch of nonsense.
You should like say something about something, and to me, it's just weird how people get canceled over just by things they want to say that they can't say. It's like it's insane, but that's what type of society. And just watch what you're saying. You're gonna get canceled. You know, you
Mhm.
can't even keep a job without trying to say certain things that you have on your mind. It's like
Oddly
okay,
enough, I have a coworker that got fired for assuming things about or calling somebody a name, and they took it the absolute wrong way.
hmm,
Mhm.
oh, oh, ow, this nigga live there. He lives there. The fuck. Mhm. Got you. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Mm. Damn, what can technically kill Deadpool?
Nothing.
Like, because even if you obviously in Deadpool 2, he tries every way to try to kill himself and he just doesn't do it.
The super duper cut has my favorite scene in that version of the movie where he's walking on he's walking on a building and he's drinking bleach trying to kill himself.
Yeah.
He falls off. Oh.
Thought that was going to kill me, buddy.
You think they're gonna put a PG-13 version of Deadpool and Wolverine on Disney Plus?
Probably, just to be funny. Kind of like they did with Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah.
I can see them doing it, but doing
I
it
don't
like
think
more of a
it's
joke.
I don't think it's gonna be like that though. I think it's just
No.
going to be like the edited for TV version of that movie and put it on Disney Plus.
I can see that. I can see the Ryan Reynolds doing that, knowing, okay, we are with Disney, we are with Kevin Feige, so let's go ahead and do this funny, like, we're gonna cut away every time we slice someone's head off, like every single time,
That way they make it that kids can still watch it and be caught up with the MCU.
She's still wearing the Christmas sweater. She still got the Christmas sweater on, guys. Or he got his Christmas sweater on, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, he does look terrible though. Does like Freddy Krueger. Hmm?
But you don't look at him like that.
Mm-hmm. 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 No. No.
No.
Mm-hmm. 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 What? What? Mm-hmm. No, poof. Starring your own horror, starring your own horror movies.
Look, Freddy Krueger got face back to the top of
Mhm.
Utah. Very thick mask all the time.
You are haunting.
Sorry,
Ideally,
snakes.
he does look like Freddy Krueger, man. It's crazy. Deadpool. Captain Deadpool. That's just Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
It sounds like a fucking franchise. The fact that he wears white, it's like, bro, you're gonna get shot. That looks horrible.
It's gotta have nuts in it.
Here you go. Like he's noticed that he started talking to the camera right when he becomes Deadpool.
Ow! Mm.
Where's Francis?
Look at the
Where's
stains you
Francis?
got on my hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbass.
Mm-hmm. 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 Where's Francis?
Oh!
It's Francis. Am I uploading my voice?
Sir.
He got the costume down real quick, didn't he?
He did. Ow!
Mm-mm. The fact that he's asking where Francis is and he's just like killing him, like, mm-hmm. Oh my god. Fine monkey.
Not on the toilet.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yo, the fact that dude is watching, like, what the hell?
I'm
He's
watching
like,
that
shit,
too,
it's
bro.
not me.
I'm not starting nothing.
Like, yeah, it's not me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell me where your fucking boss is.
You're gonna die in 5 minutes.
he said Zamboni guy.
Agent Smith.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yo, the way he kills this guy.
Oh!
Goodness gracious. Yo, like, oh my
It gives
god.
no meaning to rip him a new asshole. It's about to be 90. Thinking. Only on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What?
You might want to look away.
Look away for this one.
This little piggy went to. Ow! Thank you, Agent Smith.
My guess is, what did he break? Did he break his penis?
I don't.
That's my only thought, because he said turn away. He could. We would see him break a finger.
We all know how this turned out.
Mm-hmm. Let's see that. Now we're all caught up. Mm-hmm. 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 Ooh, yard breaking.
Inside
A
of
wall
four
break. Like
16 walls.
16 walls. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're no
Wow.
lady. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I saw this weird Funko Pop at my store where Daredevil had red hair,
Yeah.
like long red hair.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? When did that
I
happen?
had to be some type of comic or something like that. That's
It
a comic
has to.
one. Yeah, it had to be. Yo, I seen this Harry Potter one with Harry flying Buckbeak, bro.
Where? I haven't seen that.
At Target. I was at Target. I said, "What the hell is this?" It's like the pose from Prisoner Azkaban when he's flying over the water. I
The
said,
one I want, they have Vecna with the house.
"Oh, yeah, I seen that one too.
Stranger, I want that.
I seen the one with Max floating in the air. Saw
That's
that
the
one.
other one that they
I saw
that they
that
have
one.
in my store.
And I seen Dumbledore with the podium.
Hmm.
I seen that. I said, "Oh, I want that too." Like, what the fuck?
I want the Moana one where she's riding the boat on the water. I want that one. I just don't have any place to put those big ones at.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I wish I had more room for that. I would definitely get that Moana one.
I want that hairy one, man, with him flying on Buckbeak. I want that one.
It's time for me to go through those movies again. I haven't watched those in a while. I
Which
feel like
one?
the Harry Potter movies. I feel like the
Mhm.
only fucking one that I've watched is Goblet of Fire,
Hmm.
and I watched that one either around or on Christmas.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
That's how
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm. 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 You're blind. Mm-hmm. 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 So I bet it feel huge in his hand. Mhm. 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 Midnight showing the blade too. Thanks for having my back, guys. Mhm. Frank agree. Mhm. Mhm.
The boobies. Bro, Stanley was like 90 years old in a strip club, bro. Can't make
Mhm.
that up.
Mhm. Mhm.
The boobies.
Mhm. 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 You say you can't find love, but you can rent it for 3 minutes. Stan Lee, man. I remember I watched this movie first. I'm like, oh, of course they have Stan Lee in the strip club. They called him. I was like, you know what your cameo is going to be, Stan Lee. He probably said what? And he's
What was it?
Excelsior.
Did he have one in Deadpool too?
No,
That's weird.
that was 2018. He would have been alive then. Yeah, so he should have one in there. I don't remember what it was though.
Let me see. I'll tell you right now.
So he wasn't in Infinity War.
Mhm.
Was he in Black Panther though?
No. Yeah,
He
yes,
was.
he was. Yes, he was.
Who was
He
he
was
in
in the
Black Panther?
casino. Remember
You're
when he
right.
plays and he
You're right.
wins?
And
He
he
goes,
took
"I'll
the
take the
coins.
cookies over
Right,
here."
right, right, right.
Mm, he had to have had one because he was in Venom.
He was in Venom.
Wow, no, he didn't have one. That's weird.
He didn't have a cameo in Deadpool too.
No,
Wow.
that's odd. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't have the time to do it. I feel like the he was able to do his Endgame because they filmed Infinity War and Endgame back.
Mhm.
I love the one he does in Captain Marvel. That's my
Mhm.
favorite Stan Lee cameo that he has.
Some of the one he's reading the Mallrat script.
And she looks at him and smiles. I
Yeah, it's
love it.
like, hey. He's like, hey.
That's the best Captain Marvel moment. That's not Endgame. Her fucking looking at Stan Lee. Ah! Find it.
He said, "Find it. I'm gonna get angry." Is it really the shit emoji? Is that really what that is, or is it, or
Yes.
is it
Yeah.
putting
You type in shit in the
and it
keyboard
pulls
and
up?
it
Yep.
comes up.
So funny. He packs up all these guns and leaves them inside the cab. Nigga signed City where it said, where's your
Yo,
bag? Where's your duffel bag?
Oh,
Up.
bro, like packing all this stuff, I just gotta think to myself, like, how was he gonna carry all this, even if he brought it with him?
Mm-hmm.
ow!
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Say shit.
Cough it up. Down, 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 down.
Mm-hmm. I don't wanna.
I like the scene in Deadpool 2 when they're in the house, he's growing, and then Cable shows up, and they're all like, "No, I want to make the first joke. No, I want to make the first joke. Why is he carrying a fucking fanny pack?"
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he calls Domino Black Widow, bro. Make that up. Called her Black Widow. I really, there is one cameo that happens in this movie. I really hope it's Domino. I want her back so much in these movies. She was such a fun character, and I mean you.
X Mansion.
Alien, Ripley from Alien 3.
Studio couldn't afford any X Men. Sure, it's not. Mm-hmm. The fact they. Mm-hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Tell me again. Oh, me? I did not tell him to do that.
I'm so proud of you. Kill him. Mm-hmm.
Your boy is charmed. Mm.
Never.
Mm-hmm. The fact that his car is damaged like that is hilarious.
For you, 10. Make a difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maximum effort.
Time to make the Timmy fucking Chongas.
The fact they got the broke down helicarrier though.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Knock, knock, open up the doors. Knock, knock,
Slow mo shot.
stay.
Oh,
Mr. Pool.
Ow!
where the fuck he get the logo from? He had the logo on his phone. Where did he get that from?
Oh, dove!
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Damn.
Ow! And maximum
Maximum
effort.
effort.
Give
Hit
it.
it. Mm-hmm.
What's my name?
What's my name?
I'm gonna
Oh,
fucking
what's
spell it
that?
out for you.
She might do super Lenny.
Super Lundy. She can super. Wait for it.
Hmm. Mm. Hmm.
That's not hard to land. Oh my god, I love it when he does it in the second one. Ow! Dove!
Oh. Ow. Whoa.
That's why I bought her.
That's why I brought her. Wait a minute. All right. Take the phone. Boom. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I just saw that new Marvel logo you were talking about, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I wonder if the MCU logo tomorrow is gonna be all Deadpool.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it is.
That would be kind of
Walk
neat
away.
if with the Deadpool movies and the X-Men movies, it's well, they couldn't do it for the first movie, but like it's when they do the mutant stuff, it's only the mutants, not the
Mm.
Avengers.
I kind of. It'll be hard. I know what you mean because you wouldn't have introduced the mutants yet because they wouldn't be in the logo. Like they wouldn't. They would just be introducing this
Well,
movie.
that we know of. We
Right.
don't know if they would or wouldn't.
I kind of wish they would have like remember the old Marvel logo with like the comic book panels. I kind of wish the Marvel movie would just do what's what the story's about. Give us those comics. I remember the X-Men movies did that for like the newer X-Men. I think X-Men 3 had that where they had like the X-Men comics inside the Marvel logo. If I'm not mistaken, I think
Hmm.
Fantastic Four did the same thing.
Fantastic Four did the Hulk did it too.
Yeah.
The Amy one.
Yeah. See, I liked it when I wish they would do that.
You know what's one thing I wish they
Hmm.
did for Marvel logos? Because they do this in trailers and it really irks me that they don't do it in the actual movie. You know how in
The
trailers
custom
sometimes the
ones.
Marvel Studios will logos will get like a special themed
Yeah.
studio logo for the
Hmm.
particular movie they're doing? Like I don't know why, for whatever reason, they just don't put that in the movie.
Yeah, or like
Like it gives you that vibe, like yeah, it's Marvel Studios, but like you're watching a specific one.
Like I
yeah.
like that with the animation ones. It does the little paint stroke for the
Mm-hmm.
animation.
It's not smart. Mm.
Which I hope for season 3
Mm.
of What If and whatever animation they do, they just fucking use the footage from What If and X-Men 97 at this point. It's like you have enough footage to where you can make the entire Marvel logo animated.
Right.
You don't need to keep showing the live action stuff in the logo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
TGA Fridays. What
Mm-hmm.
the hell? Come here. Doof.
Mm-hmm.
How the kids? Good? Yeah, she's still fixing that tuna casserole?
Mm-hmm. Well, he didn't kill him, at least. At least that we know of.
See, Deadpool does have a heart. Hmm. Oh!
Hmm. She know what his weakness is.
He's such a romantic.
Wee. Slow motion. Wee. So is it me or is like I feel like Deadpool can fly sometimes.
Yes, definitely.
Damn.
Oh! I always think about when shit like that happens in superhero movies. I'm like, if that was me, I would have fell. Like, I would not be grabbing onto that little tiny piece of.
You would think though he has enough strength to lift himself up and flip himself up instead of just having to pick himself up like that, but I guess not. Hmm.
Funnily enough, this is the villain in Rebel Moon.
The same actor.
Yeah,
Uh,
he's actually really good in that movie. In those movies, he's pretty good. I like his villain a lot.
mhm, mhm,
Really, that was a good one.
mhm. You say you missed me by a second. He said, "Let's try to kill each other." Mhm. Mhm. I mean, even if you stab him in the head, he still does not die. Like
But doesn't he just shoot him in this movie? Shoots him in the head and that's it.
Francis?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Deadpool.
Oh.
Yeah, Deadpool can get stabbed in the head and it doesn't do anything.
Mhm.
Because when he's just sitting there with a knife in his head, he's kind of like having like little like he see cartoons or whatever. He's like kind of like having delusions or whatever. Mhm. 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 Mm. Mm. Mhm. Oh. Mhm. Asshole. Oh.
I gotta think about it. Wouldn't a stab to the head, because technically the effects are still ongoing, so wouldn't a stab to the head just make you, a little bit retarded?
Boom. Ow.
That was a bigger explosion than we needed.
Smack. You're not on top of it, buddy.
I don't know what that tube was made of, but she definitely would have died if it was just
Yeah,
glass.
for sure. And it definitely was just regular glass. He just threw his katana straight through it. Yeah, that's a strong container for sure. It's got a crack in it. The fuck? Hmm? Hmm? Hmm. Ow! Hmm? Hmm. Hmm?
Kevin, look what I sent you on Twitter.
Damn. Hmm? 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 What? I'm sorry. Hmm? No, I don't care what you're saying.
Hmm.
The fact that he's throwing up metal though. Hmm. 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 You better figure it out. You better figure it out. Hmm. Hmm. Even comes. So you have a house. She's wearing his jacket. Hmm. Hmm. Foreshadowing.
Howie 5,000.
Hmm. 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 He said, "What are you still doing here?" Hmm. Hmm. What the ass? Hmm. Super robot. Hmm. Mm. Wham! Mm. Wham! Mhm. And I'm never gonna dance again. This song is a banger. I don't care. Nobody say this song's
Who's
still
denying this song
fire.
is? Who's
You, ain't-
denying this song is amazing?
you said what?
Who's denying this song is amazing, or
Oh,
that it's not
I
amazing?
don't know. I'm just saying. George Michael,
Fantastic.
great singer.
Pull out. There we go. That looks nice.
Night. And I'm never gonna dance again.
Mm.
Never gonna dance again. I did. I'll be blasting this song in my car. Oh, we're gonna copyright. Let's calm down. We're gonna copyright it for humming the song. But yeah, that was Deadpool. Still a great movie. Hold up.
Absolutely loved it.
For sure.
I love the post-credit scene to this movie.
Yes.
It's over. What are you still doing here?
Ferris Bueller.
Don't leave your garbage on the floor. Don't be a dick. Oh, you want to know about the sequel? We can't tell you really much, but we know we're gonna have cable in it.
Yeah, I like that. I did like that. I kind of like they knew they were gonna make a sequel. Just even like, I guess that was a little hint. Like, okay, we don't know how successful it's gonna be, but we are making a second movie. We definitely are. But yeah, so yeah, that's Deadpool. Let's go ahead and end the show out, end the stream out with our favorite segments, physical media. Tyler,
Mhm.
I know you got something to show, bro. Stop playing with us.
Something. I got a lot.
Okay, you go first then. I just
I
want to
got-
see what you got.
I got a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you go ahead, go first, because you was talking about you found something, and I'm
Uh,
like, oh, I know what you're waiting for. You're waiting for physical
so,
media reveal.
so first, me and Alex both got Big Fat Liar. I didn't even know this had a actual Blu-ray until like 3 weeks ago when I rewatched it on I think HBO Max or something. I was like, let me see if this has a Blu-ray. And it was like $25, and then it went on sale for Prime Day for 12. I said, oh, I'm buying that right now.
Yep, you sent it to the chat. I said it's
Yeah.
mine.
Now I'm so happy I have this because it's a great movie. I love it.
It is.
It's hilarious. I found Lady in the Tramp with this beautiful slipcover for like $6. I truthfully I only bought it because it had the slipcover. It's gorgeous.
I don't think
It's
I
not
have
one of my it's not one of my favorite Disney movies, but why not? I got Civil War, the 4K. I got the lenticular slipcover. You can't really see it. It's not a great lenticular. I love the cover.
see the
I love
clouds
the
change.
even. It's more like there's fire on the bottom, and then there's some gunfire there. One of the best movies of the year. Great.
Is that sold out?
No, and it's not badly priced either. I think I got it. It was like 30. I found Justice Society World War II. This is a DC animated movie. It was like $12. This is probably my favorite DC animated movie to come out in recent memory. It's actually really good. It was one that it didn't feel like the same movie again. It actually felt like it was doing different things, which I appreciated. I found the Target exclusive of Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
That's not 4K. It's Blu-ray.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? I found the 3D for The Force Awakens for like $12, and I was like, you know what? I actually really this is my favorite poster of this movie, so I was like, you know what? Why not? Yeah, the Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's the first edition I ever bought of that movie. Then I bought the Steelbook later. Then I bought the 4K. Like I bought them. Like I have 3 copies of The Last Jedi. Yes, I do.
Alex gonna be mad about this one. I found the season 4 steelbook of Game of Thrones, and it has the
fucking pin. Wow, nice.
It is literal surgery to take this out and get it back in properly. So I'm not going to do that. But the steelbook is in good condition. I took it out. This is
where'd you get it from? Big Off?
Yeah, it was like 12.
Nice.
This is the one steelbook that I actually wanted because this is my favorite season of Game of Thrones, and I'm glad that it had the magnet and it has the box. So now I have season 4 on steelbook and season 8. Maybe I can hopefully find other ones. I got the My Buddy Valentine Screen Factory steelbook. This was on sale for $13. I was like, I'm gonna pick that up. This steelbook is gorgeous. I love it, and the movie's a lot of fun. We did a OVR on this in February. Go check that out. I got the SpongeBob SquarePants Steelbook. This is a classic. I'm unfortunately saying that the 4K is not good for this movie.
Mm,
It was incredibly dark. The colors
mm,
did not pop at all. I was
wow.
very disappointed with that. All the images here are brighter than the actual transfer. I was
Mm,
It's actually crushingly disappointing, but I love the movie anyway. I just wanted to own it. And the last thing I got, this was a Prime Day deal. I've been avoiding getting this, and then this was like $35. I was like, this is the perfect time to get this movie. This set. Got the Daniel Craig, James
nice.
Bond 4K set. This has
Everything.
Casino
All of
Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, and No Time to Die. I already have No Time to Die, but for $35 for 6 movies on
and on
4K,
4K.
and
Hmm.
this set is always like insanely expensive. I was like,
Good
yeah,
deal.
I'm gonna buy that.
You basically got each movie for like what, $7, $6,
Yeah.
$6 a piece. It's a
So
good deal.
I love Casino Royale. Quantum of Solace is ass. Skyfall is a banger. Spectre is decent. It's not great, but it's pretty good. And No Time to Die was a banger.
I think that was the
I
best of the
need
franchise
to go through these again.
for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, that is. Oh, and that it's too far, but I got Kevin the Batman because he wanted it for Prime Day. So I'm giving him that tomorrow.
Cool, cool. Kevin, you got anything to show? No, you don't have anything to show. You don't collect physical media.
So next
Uh,
week,
well,
I'll
you already
show off
told.
some pictures.
Oh, so the one thing I did want to show, it's not physical media. It's a Funko Pop actually. I seen it for like $10. I'm like, I wanted this, but I didn't really want the person that's it's sitting on. So I got the throne, but it's got the Night King
White Walker.
sitting down. The Night King is sitting down on it. But I really just wanted the throne itself. That's what I wanted.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, it's a Funko Pop.
That doesn't make. Why does that exist? That never happens in the show.
Well, they have a lot. I think there was like a version where they had a lot of different characters sitting on the throne. I don't think this exactly happened, but
Okay.
they had a lot of iterations of characters sitting on a throne as a Funko Pop. There also is just a Funko Pop with just the throne. Like it's just the throne itself.
Did you put other? Well, you don't have other Game of Thrones pops,
No,
right?
but they don't have him in sitting position. I got a Jon Snow one, but he's standing up, so it doesn't work. So I can sit him in front of the throne, but not him actually sitting on a throne.
It's the
So
illusion that matters.
right. So I mean, it's the one main thing I want. I just wanted the throne itself. So this one, I really don't care about the White Walker. He can get the fuck out of here. But
No, the White Walkers were goaded.
well, the Night King himself. The Night King really didn't do much besides raise his hand and raise a fucking army. That's all he
This
did.
man possessed the dragon. What are you talking
Nah.
about,
He gets a little credit for that. But what else has he done after that?
bro?
Besides putting on the dragon, that's about it. The dragon did all the work. But after that, so I picked up The Wood. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this movie. It's like a
Nope.
90s black movie about three friends. One of them is getting married, and they just reminisce about their teenage years. So it's a fun black comedy. Definitely check it out if you guys haven't. So yeah. Next, I got the Divergent 3-film collection. Yes, I finally own these movies. It was only $5 at the exchange. I said, fuck it. Just pick that up. I picked up Mars Attack. Attacks. Yep, I picked it up. It was like $8 at Walmart.
Oh, that's
Obviously, the
it.
slipcover. I needed this movie in my collection. Another Tim Burton movie to own. The cast is stacked in this. It has Jack Nicholson, Glenn Close, Annette Bening, Pierce Brosnan, Danny DeVito, Martin Short, Sarah Jessica Parker, Michael J. Fox, Natalie Portman. This cast is stacked. I know it's a stupid movie, but
That movie, bro.
yeah, I finally own Mars Attacks on Blu-ray. And of course, rounded off, we showed it earlier, but I picked up Big Fat Liar. This is one I wanted to own for the longest. I still have my DVD, which I probably will keep my DVD because it holds a lot of sentimental value. But I love this movie, man. I watched this movie so much as a kid. Yeah, this and Agent Cody Banks. If you guys have not seen Agent Cody Banks, they have to watch Agent Cody Banks as well. Frankie Muniz was, kind of a big thing. I was obviously after Malcolm Middle, then he starred in a couple movies. Big Fat Liar and Agent Cody Banks being two, at least my favorite that he was in. So yeah, that's everything I picked up physical media wise.
Very good.
Oop,
Ow!
tapping the
Ow!
can. It's just a can, an empty can. But yeah, let's go ahead and close out the stream. You guys got anything you guys want to acknowledge before we end?
So next week we'll be back doing a spoiler talk for Deadpool Wolverine.
Yes, sir.
Very excited for that. We'll be talking about the seventh episode of House of the Dragon as well.
Hopefully, it's a banger.
It doesn't look like it from the trailer. Um, and that I mean that's pretty much it for in terms of what's coming next week. If you guys have not checked out our OVR for Piranha, go check that out. The Thank you guys for those who did, because I think it is the highest viewed OVR we
It's
have
actually
right now.
it's doing very well. It
Um,
is.
so we appreciate that. Follow our Instagram. The link is down below. Sooner in a couple of weeks, if not next week, it'll be later that week. We'll post the slate for August. Um, August is going to be kind of a dead month, to be honest. We have a couple watch alongs here and there, and that's
Which I'll
pretty much
probably,
it.
I'll probably miss both of those watch alongs as well because obviously we're doing one the day before I leave for my wedding, and then we're doing one after my wedding, which I probably want to just spend time with my fiance. Well, my wife at that, my wife at that would be at that time. I want to spend time with her throughout that time, so
Um,
I'll probably be
but
missing those ones.
yeah, if you guys enjoyed this stream, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We are at 180 subscribers. Let's try to get to 200 before the end of the year. That is our goal.
We're at
Yeah,
182.
182, even better. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
All right, you guys. Follow Mind of a Nerd on Instagram. He posts reviews and very detailed reviews, and he also lets you know when he's spoiling the movie. So definitely check out his channel. I don't know what Kevin does on his social medias, but check him out too as well. Follow me on Instagram at Alex Thomas Reviews. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, Alex Thomas Reviews. Um, daily video or Blu-ray Hunt videos, reviews, trailer reactions, all those stuff will be coming on my channel, and obviously on this channel we'll be doing watch alongs, live streams, and stuff like that as well. So I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Peace out. All right.